Well, hello, it's me, Fort Master, and I know it's a little late, but I wanted to, add my own little addition to the whole, fix TF2 movement while it was still, going strong. Now, if you, haven't heard of Fix TF2, for the last, 4 or 5 years, TF2 has been under attack consistently by aimbot wielding cheat bots that usually play a sniper, and their main goal is just quick aim and just instantly kill anybody that comes within sight of them. And Valve has done virtually nothing to fix the problem. And as a sequel to 2002's Save TF2, members of the TF2 community have banded together to, do a sequel, one that's more hard-lined and more focused, called Fix TF2, one asking just Valve to do one simple thing, well, simple quote unquote, but just to do one thing, and that's, remove the bots, fix VAC, just do something so that the bots are no longer a problem in TF2. And I've decided, as my little part of this, I'm going to tell a story. I've said it in a couple of other videos, but I want to do it here, just as sort of like, a full condensed version of it. But I want to tell the story of how I discovered TF2, how I discovered this game that I love, and, I want to continue. So this story goes back to probably, if memory serves, probably 2008, 2009, if memory serves. And it starts off with a young 12, 13-year-old Fort Master. Well, actually, this is before Fort Master. This is before Fort Master became my base online handle for basically everything. And you have a young me just going around YouTube, watching YouTube poops as younger children tend to do. And I came across a YouTube poop called Project Phey, Phey. Now, the actual contents of the, YouTube poop don't really matter in the slightest. In fact, I've tried to find it again, cannot for the life of me find it. I think it's been either removed or, like, the account got deleted, something like that. But really, the only thing that really matters is one small part in this video that I've done my best to try to recreate from memory. And here it is.
I am Charmander. I am Turtwig.
I am Piplup.
I am heavy weapons guy.
Yeah, so nothing fancy, not in the slightest, and that's not coming down to my lack of editing ability. The video was really not that much, but that's all it took, really. That one little clip, that one mysterious Russian man wielding a minigun who was called the heavy weapons guy. I watched that one part over and over again for a while, trying to, asking myself questions about who was this heavy weapons guy? Why did he have a minigun? Who were the people who he was shooting at? After a few minutes of, rattling my brain trying to figure out who this guy was and where he was from, I had the brilliant idea of actually just typing in heavy weapons guy in the YouTube search. And within minutes, I had discovered Meet the Heavy. And after a few more minutes, I had discovered, the several other Meet The's that were out at the time. And to say I was hooked on it was an understatement. See, my parents were, they weren't, strict or stuff like that. It's not like they were the kind of people that would not let me play the game at all at that age. It was more just that, they were very, uneasy about putting their credit card online. So I never thought to really ask about, stuff like this. It was actually, and in a small unrelated tangent, it actually took me a very long time to get Minecraft because, again, I was scared to ask my mother or father to let me use their credit card. But, getting back onto the actual topic of TF2, after I saw that and discovered, hey, this is a game you can play with, other people against them? Unthinkable. I'd never seen such a concept at the time. I made it a mission that I would one day own that game and I would become a master at it. a master of Team Fortress, if you will. You can see where things are leading from here. Anyways, fast forward to my birthday of that year. I get my parents surprise me and get me a copy of Civilization 5. Now, I had not played a game of Civilization since Civilization 3, which I had kind of abandoned because in my young age I could never figure out how to really play the game efficiently. But I was excited for Civilization 5 to know that there was an actual continuation of the game, but my enthusiasm was somewhat dampened when I found out that I couldn't just install the game straight onto my PC. I had to install this thing called Steam to download the game and play it from there. And that, that kind of put me off from playing it for a while. That was until about a week after my birthday. I was doing a little searching, trying to figure out, is there a way I can play Civilization 5 without needing this Steam thing? And through, just Google, just Google doing Google things, I discovered that you played TF2 through Steam. And that got me, very excited. So I ended up downloading Steam, making my account, calling it Fort Master to once again proclaim that if I ever when I did eventually get to play Team Fortress 2, I would become a master in it. And things like that continued on for, a little while. Civilization 5 being the only game I had on Steam for, a couple of months until Christmas came around. And my little brother got the orange box for Christmas, like the actual orange box. Now, to say I was jealous, that would be an understatement. But the fact that there was actually something I was that much closer to having TF2 was, it made me happy for him. And shortly after, we kind of came to an agreement. My brother didn't have that much interest in TF2. He did, however, want to play Portal, Half-Life 2 and its episodes. Seeing how there were multiple CD keys in the box, we came to an agreement. I would download TF2 onto my account, and he could download Half-Life 2 and its episodes in Portal onto his account, and we'd both be happy. So, being the gracious older brother that I am, I decided I would do the installation myself, because I wanted to be nice to my little brother. And in my haste to download Team Fortress 2, I forgot to uncheckmark all the other games on the disc, and ended up installing all of them onto my account by mistake. Now, as you might be able to ascertain from that, my little brother, he was very angry at me. In fact, for years, actually, after that, to try to, repay him for basically stealing his games from him, I let him play on my Steam account whenever he wanted to play, Half-Life or Portal, or even TF2, because, it was the right thing to do because I messed up. But anyway, it kind of went on like that for a while. We only had the one computer in the house for a long time, so after school, me and my brother would, after we got back from school, we'd switch like every hour. I'd be on for an hour, then he'd go on for an hour, that sort of deal, until it was dinner time. And it went on like that until TF2 became free to play and he could download the game for himself. And after that, he didn't ask to share my account anymore. Which, just, all of that is just a really, really long-winded way of saying that, I have history with this game. I have a long history with this game. Not just me, but so many other people play or have played this game and they've loved it. Like, it has made... This one game has made such an impact on the world. It's pretty much invented what's now known as the hero shooter. It's been referenced in media, both official and fan-made online, no matter how connected TF2 is to the original product.
Okay, so should we strategize or... Oh, no, you guys are already running. Wait! A sick video gamer rig, brother.
Well, yeah.
Spent a lot of money on this, instead of, a gun.
TF2 is coming out next year. I am justified.
And every time I join a casual match, it hurts me every time I see, oh, there's multiple bots on the team, and the constant struggle for probably like a half hour on end of just all the human players trying their best to vote kick all of them off, and the fact that being able to vote kick all of them off is like a cause for celebration. The fact that that has to happen, it hurts me. And that's ignoring like all of the literal illegal stuff that these bot hosters are doing, from doxing and swatting, and all that, gross stuff. I won't go into it here in this video, but there are other videos by other people. I'll also probably link them in the video description, and they just go over just like how far and how sad these bot hosters are. Now, that being said, I am under no illusions here. I know that out of all the money that Valve makes, TF2 is only a small drop in the bucket compared to the gargantuan mammoth that is Steam in its totality. But I mean, it's not just me, right? Like, the fact that they've let one of their products, one of their arguably most popular products or best well-known products, get to this state, it's sad. And I know that, like, the whole thing I've heard is that, the whole thing with Valve is that their limiting factor isn't money now, it's the actual man hours that, it would actually be needed to fix the problem. But they have basically unlimited money. Hire contractors. Do something. I mean, for God's sake, you look at community servers, and they don't have anywhere near the same problem because they have plugins that they can use. Like, I'm pretty sure there isn't a privately owned community server that has this problem because of all of the source plugins that they have. Like, even if it's just a short, plug your finger in the hole sort of solution, try to import some of those, source mods over, just temporarily until, VAC is updated, or just something for TF2 is created. It really does hurt me. And I don't really have anything else to say. It just, Valve, please fix TF2. From one fan to what I hope is another. And for anybody else who's watching this, there is still a petition that's up. It is still, collecting signatures that they will then print out and physically send every name to Valve headquarters to actually show how many people are, want this to happen. And I'll link the site. It's fix.tf2. I'll link it in the description. And you sign up. Just use your email and your name, and it's every little bit helps. The sooner that we give in to nihilism and pessimism and just saying, oh, this is never going to work, the sooner we fail. And as long as we don't fall into that headspace, we can still succeed. We can still try to get Valve to fix their property. And that's what's important. So yeah, I hope to see you guys later on any of my other videos. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.